Hello, everybody. Thank you so very much for joining me. It is outstanding to have you. My name is Chris, otherwise known as Wolfie, and we are live once again with massively overpowered OPTV. And this is City of Heroes Homecoming. Specifically, we are on the Brainstorm test server because we are checking out the all new power set that's going to be coming down with the next update, the Arsenal Assault power set. This is like a controller slash dominator power set. So it's all focused on devices and debuffs and things like that coming from the assault rifle. If you are familiar with like the gadgets or traps power set, uh, probably kind of in the same neighborhood as far as I could tell. Now I admit I haven't really played like a gadgets power set, though I do have one. I am working on a controller character, or is it a dominator character? I forget, but who is using the gadget set? So first time for everything. Now that this game is official, I feel like encouraged and empowered to like try different stuff, um, and that's kind of basically what we're doing here. So on the if you're not familiar with the Brainstorm server, this effectively does let you sort of automatically skip ahead. There is a little pop menu on the bottom here, a freebie menu that kind of like lets you, give yourself some influence, jump up to any level that you care to jump up to, and outfit yourself with enhancements, either where there's like a bunch of names or sets, or you could also just let the game automatically enhance you if you really care, if you don't really want to think about it. Now, I did that for a little bit, but I kind of like decided to fit it myself. So that said, I'm going to be playing pretty suboptimally, which is kind of going to be the theme today anyway, because I've never tried this before, and I actually don't have a level 50 character on Homecoming yet. I haven't gotten that high on my own power, but I'm curious. So allow me to introduce you to our character. This Buck Rogers looking kind of individual with an extremely fancy gun. Well, semi fancy, kind of like steampunk, I guess. It's like the steampunk gun. I came up with an extremely hilarious, cool, and very clever name, considering that this is an Arsenal character. So Arsenal Control and Arsenal Assault. His name is Double Arse because I am just the funniest human being in the entire face of the planet. But anyway, I'm here in Ouroboros. Ouroboros? I'm not really sure how you're supposed to pronounce that. Ouroboros? But anyway, Ouroboros. Okay, thank you. I'm here because, well, at level 50, I'm not really sure what you're meant to do in terms of missions. The police scanner doesn't work. So I'm just gonna access the mission list from here and just kind of dink around with a few of the missions that we got here. So you know what? Well, worldwide red. Yeah, sure. Why not? Find out why a Chinese ambassador would have a multi-group gunslinger as his bodyguard. That's interesting. Okay, no limits to powers, except current channel settings. Sure. When you're ready, click and activate the crystal and it'll take you to the appropriate time stream. Sweet. Alright. And we're off. Okay. So into Peregrine Island we go. I'm going to speak with this individual. Alright, so it's time to rescue an ambassador and hostages. So... And that's in Brickstown. Actually not really sure how to get to Brickstown. Hang on a second. Give me a minute here. I genuinely don't know how to get to Brickstown. Give me a minute. Let's see. Okay, so let's see here. Doing a quick shit. Is this on the test server? Yes, it is. I am on Brainstorm right now. So, yeah, this is just a totally brand new level 50 Arsenal Assault, Arsenal Control character. So, let's see here. It's not from Talos Island, is it? I forget. Hang on a second. But I did play around with this character for a brief few moments. I just wanted to sort of get an idea of what his power set kind of does. I didn't really like dig in super hard, honestly. I think Brickstown can be accessed from Skyway City, if I remember correctly. Oh, from Independence Port and Craze Folly, actually. Okay, hang on a second. Alright, so that's where I gotta go. Alright. That's what I need to do, is get to Independence Port. Yeah, that's Peregrine. Okay, so. Alright. Been a very long time. Apologies, everybody. But I've got my heading now, so we're good. But yeah, the power set is kind of interesting. So you've got, like, a lot of it is actually, well, I mean, you've got some debuffing grenades, like sleep grenade, smoke canister, and a flashbang. So that's kind of expected, I feel like. And also you will have, like, the tear gas ability and, like, your individual shot cryo freeze ray, though I believe that's part of the Arsenal Blast set. No, that's actually one of the initial powers, yeah. And you've also got a cloaking device. That seems to be, like, more like an escape button than anything else. I don't have that toggled on all the time. Feels like that's the oh crap button that I need to hit if things go terribly. Okay, there we go. Oh, I can just train on over to Brickstown. Okay, we're good. Sweet. Alright, let's go. And I don't know if I'm gonna ever roll this kind of character or this combination of powers, but I do have to admit, I'm pretty proud of this costume. Actually, I dig the, like the Buck Rogers kind of like retro futurist sort of style to it. I enjoy that. So I saved the costume at the very least. Oh, beg your pardon. Okay, hang on a second. Oh, it's below. Okay, there we go. I assume. Hang on a minute. Yes, okay, it is under. That's right. Or is it? Yeah. Hey guys, how you doing? There we go. All right. Okay, let's give this a shot. So this is the first time I've actually used this character in, like, active / on level combat. So we are going to see how it works. Fingers crossed. Here we go. Okay, so I think I'll start up. I can't see it. There we go. Dang. I didn't think I needed to use, like, the whole suite of my abilities because it's just one character. So, here we go. But you know what? Actually, I should do. That was not what I wanted let me go ahead and recover now, because that boy absolutely sapped the heck out of me. Considering it's a sapper, that makes sense. Yeah, you doing? But yeah, as what I was gonna say, what I need to do actually is I need to deploy the boy. I got this little tri-cannon friend with me, little gun drone. Oh, hi guys, how you doing? Whoops. Alright, so I'm gonna put down this slippery bit of ice. Flashbang him. Kind of spec'd a little bit towards, more geared towards 2 hit debuffs. Actually, hang on a second. I'm gonna turn down the sound effects. Hang on, they're kind of loud. Give me a minute. There we go. Okay, alright, we're good. Apologies for that tone, by the way. I used a mod to replace the glowy sound effect. Oh, we got a whole bunch of friends over here. Alright, so I think I'm going to... Yeah, I think I'm going to wait for the liquid nitrogen to recharge. There we go. Absolutely need to take that boy out, like, quickly. There we go. I do enjoy the liquid nitrogen canister, honestly. Like, it's actually pretty good. Alright, so I think I'm gonna hit him with a flashbang. There we go. Freeze that guy, lock him down, and just kind of take my time with it. Especially considering the fact that, like, the endurance reduction is harsh, boy. Whew. This character slurps up the endo. Oh. Now, let me go ahead and turn that off for a moment here. We're still gonna hear a little bit of it, but it's fine. Lock that guy down and just go ahead and take out the softer target here. Is my gun drone just... Okay, there we go. The gun drone is definitely a little bit silly. And then again, pet AI in this game has always been very, very bad, honestly. Yeah, I gotta say that that cryo ray locked that guy down a long time. That was awesome. Okay. This is the smoke canister, so... Yeah, you know what? I'll go ahead and see what the smoke canister is all about. Oops, that was the wrong one. Oh, that's right. This is another AoE one. There we go. Lock that boy down. Oh, he's actually attacking his friend. So this smoke canister has like a confuse element to it. That's cool. I dig on that. Hey, alright, now I'm starting to feel it. Okay, I dig it. It's very weird, that juxtaposition of me, like, opening fire and slowly burning down an enemy while that very playful tone is playing. That was very odd. Oh, hi there. I'm stunned. Ah, dang it. Man. Wow, that stun takes a while. Whew. But you know what? It's fine. I'm just gonna stand here and be completely dazed while my gun drone takes that guy out. I locked him down way before. That's so funny. Alright. Oop, wrong button. The one thing I will say about this power set, like, it kind of feels like I shouldn't, It feels like I shouldn't have, or doesn't feel like I need the sniper rifle attack, honestly. And I'm gonna have to take out these operation officers quickly, man. These guys, this stun takes a while. There we go. And I'm still stunned. Ah, man, come on, dude. Alright, it's fine. Pretty sure we're gonna be okay. There we go. I just gotta wait for this to wear and take a little bit of a knee. I didn't get any powers that allow me to stop being stunned, I don't think, right? Yeah, no, I didn't. Okay. Alright. Anyway, that's fine. Just take a little bit of a knee and we'll be alright. Man, this gun drone's got a lot of health. Actually quite surprised at how strong it is. It's very sturdy. Oh, crap. Of course, the problem being it is extremely aggro. Like, this thing wants to kill all the time. Okay, I'm just gonna... Oh, the sapper. Oh, no. Okay, let me go ahead and, gotta put this down here. Get this guy off his feet. And we're done. Alright, cool. Except for that guy. Oh! Did my drone finally die? Wow. I genuinely didn't think that was gonna happen. Oh. Uh-oh. 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 Yep. Damn. Well, that's fine. Alright, back to Peregrine Island we go. Actually interesting that I picked the character that or the enemies that I picked, because it seems like it's Arsenal Assault versus Arsenal Assault, which is interesting. Okay. I gotta head back to Peregrine Island. Where is the nearest train? All the way up there, eh? Alright, that's fine. So, like, on the one hand, jumping to 50 is pretty nice, but on the other hand, you do have the handicap of not really knowing what you're doing quite yet. Like, you don't have the benefit of actually, like, climbing the way up to 50 and learning everything. So that is a bit of a failing, mostly on my part. Certainly not on the game's part. But we're gonna keep on trying. Peregrine, okay, that's right. Okay. Yeah. Looking forward to being able to call this guy. Alright, let's go to Peregrine Island Ferry. Quick little bit of travel. So now I've only done like one on-level mission, and I do have this on-level, right? I don't have any... Yeah, yeah, +0 with no double players and no AVs. Yeah, okay. So it's so I haven't like gotten this off of like regular base strength. I haven't like ramped up the difficulty or anything like that. It's just these kind of characters are a little hard to get a head around a little bit. Hey, how you doing? I did the thing. Glad to see you're able to take care of this double R. So sure that the Chinese embassy will send you some kind of certificate of thanks for your part in all this. Now, on to the hostages you've rescued. Jack Ferenz. Now, one of the hostages you rescued, Jack Ferenz. Heard of him. He's the head of the CIA's China Bureau. That makes him top brass, real insider. Which makes me wonder why he would be advising the U.S. ambassador in person for these talks. They're important, sure, but it's odd that they send a top man like him to do this in person when a subordinate would be fine. Maybe I'm just paranoid, but I get the feeling that there might be more going on in this than we know. I'm going to keep looking into this. Check back with me later. Sure, why not? After that incident with Malta, the Chinese ambassador, and the freak show, I've been keeping an eye on several of the people involved, notably Jack Ferenz and Ambassador Zheng Xiaoshuan. Ferenz's life has been pretty dull, but there's been a development with the ambassador. It seems that someone he has been talking to, in this case a Russian ambassador, has been targeted by the Knives of Artemis. Use your help to protect the Russian ambassador and find out why he's being hunted. Yeah, alright. Alright, so I need to board some transit. This is one of the missions, one of the few missions where you actually like get to the door from a tram station, I believe. So back to Talos. And back to the train. I said back to the train. To the train. No, that's tunnels. Whoops. There it is. Okay. Sheesh. There we go. I have to keep on giving myself a little marker because I haven't memorized all the city zones. Or if I had memorized the city zones, they've completely slipped my memory entirely. Oh, yeah, actually, you know what? There we go. Don't know why it doesn't save that whole viz scale setting that I have, but there we go. There's probably some way to save that, like, but I had to like probably edit some files. Oh, Percy Square, okay. Okay, let's see how we do. See if we can get our heads around this whole thing. Pretty long range. Alright. Oops, I forgot to deploy the boy again. There we go. Boy deployed. Now if the boy would shoot. There we go. You can do it, boy. I believe in you. Alright. So maybe the idea is to like rotate things, right? Let's that's the smoke canister. Okay, so what if I rotate between ice and smoke? See how that goes. Yeah, that seems to work. I do appreciate the confusion being sown. I dig on that. Hey, all right. Yeah, I think that's probably the play. I bet that's probably the play. Like, that's like alternate between those two openers in order to like just sort of whittle them down. And again, I'm using my sniper rifle as like an instant attack as opposed to like a opening shot, like I would normally do if I was a blaster or something like that. Most of my attacks seem to be really all about like the the gun drone. This pet is extremely good. Ow. And those are my things have gotten a little rough buttons, or things got too close to me buttons. That effect is pretty long lasting. I love that. Okay. And that's the, yeah, that's the cryo freeze, and that's the boy, right? Okay. Alright. Starting to feel it. Alright, we'll open up with this again. I do kind of have to get close in order to get my gun turret to do its thing. It's a little bit annoying, but it's fine. I do appreciate the slippies. That's very fun. Come on, do the thing. There you go. Alright, there's a Blade of Artemis here, so go ahead and lock this person down first and foremost. COH, love this game. Heck yeah, baby. This is the Arsenal thing, or the Arsenal controls blast set that's going to be coming out in the next issue. We are on the Brainstorm server right now, just kind of playing around with it, and I think I'm starting to get a hang of it. Like I'm starting to understand the way to play this, or the setups. And a lot of it is actually like not being as far from or as far range as you would assume to be. Like it's kind of interesting that way. Ah, that missed. Darn it. Is this not the beta server? Yeah, Brainstorm is the beta server. Yep, that's the name of the beta server is Brainstorm. Well, hello guys, how y'all doing? Ow. I don't know where all those folks came from, but I was able to get through, so I feel good about that. That's pretty cool. All right. Also, I've been slowed and dotted, so you know that's a thing. Bang. Beautiful. How is this boy doing on health anyway? Plenty. Okay, sweet. This is the perfect mission for me to try this out, honestly. It's like a nice wide open area. Plenty of enemies to take out. It's a small enough group that I can sort of appreciate what to do, but also enough going on that I don't necessarily feel like I'm just, it's not quite a cakewalk, you know what I mean? Very funny that I have so many things that like improve my accuracy, but I miss anyway. It's so sad. Gun drone, 3 spinning barrels, much DACA. Your hero. Fell right out of the Rocketeer. Absolutely. Hell yeah. You're damn right, Brito. Get confused, kids. Get absolutely baffled. Oh, goodness! Even as an instant, that sniper shot is... it's tasty. Hey, where are you going? Where are you going? Stay put. All right, I'm starting to dig it. Starting to dig it a little bit. I need to combine these into something else. Got a bunch of repeats that I'm not using. Go ahead and ramp up the damage too. Yeah, the fact that you have to get really close is weird, but it like goes against all of my mental conditioning with regards to like blasting or blasters or any sort of ranged character in this game. But you know what? Maybe that's what I'm meant to use this for. Oh, hang on a second. Let's try that, actually. Hang on a minute. Let's see. So maybe this isn't the runaway button that I am presuming it to be. Maybe this is, like, to help with the setups. Oops, that was the wrong button. That's fine. Not like it was going to be a problem anyway. I could just take this guy out by myself. Alright, there we go. Didn't really need a whole lot of anything. Okay. So let's go ahead and wait for this to recover and see if... There we go. Brainstorm is the test server. Yep, exactly. But see, the problem is the gun drone. The gun drone absolutely is... Well, then again, it's also like a bit of a... Kind of could work as a tank. But then the endurance reduction. I don't know. I feel like maybe having one less toggle running and eating through all my endo is probably the righter call. I don't know. I could be wrong. All right, we come around in a circle, so let's go this way now. Okay, I got this guy here. Smoke can, point. Oh, the smoke canister allows me to actually get the sniper shot off as per normal. Okay. Well, that would make sense. It's confused. So, like, they don't notice me when I have the smoke canister fired. Yeah, it doesn't matter much when you're in when it's slotted. Yeah, I've got a little bit of one. But I guess I need to put in some more. Actually, or I could just completely skip the leadership toggles. Honestly, I just had them because I didn't really know what else to select, and like that seemed like thematically appropriate to me. I make some odd power decisions, admittedly. Oh, absolute chunk out of that thing, boy. Love that. Okay, so there's this person here. So I think, yeah, I'm gonna start with the smoke canister and going ahead and get a sniper shot off on the Artemis. Ow? What? Oh, hi! Hello! Interesting that you guys would just show up. I probably didn't need to use my sniper shot on that one target. It's fine. Okay. Could have been worse. Could have been better. But it could have been worse. So, yeah, I'll take that. I will call that a win. Ugh. there nobody up here, I wonder, then? Oh, well, there's some enemies. Okay. Let's try that again, shall we? This is wholly unnecessary, but I'm doing it anyway. I love it. Oof. I just love the way they get sent sailing. It's beautiful. Right here should be good. I think that'll hit all of them. Yes, yes it will. Sweet. Hey, excuse me. I did not say you could run away, miss. Thank you. Some more enemies down this way.
The obvious joke, Frank.
Am I?
Yeah. Freeze.
You're right, I am. Oh, hello. I just kind of stood there like do-do-do-do-do-do. Ow. There we go. They're like walking into the smoke and getting confused. That's a fascinating effect. There we go. This one just kind of... How did that person survive? Ow. And this character is just having a good floppy old time. Oh, goodness. Gotta love those NVIDIA effects. Ow. Ow. Stop it. Excuse me, you're being annoying. You stay there. You chill for a minute. There we go. I said it! I said the thing! I said the thing! Wow, this game looks like it came out in 2004. Yeah, it's weird, that. It's kind of funny you say that, actually. Huh. Strange. Strange and weird. Go ahead and... Boop. Nice. Oh, we have a couple of... Ooh. Still can't get the game to work, so I'm still sad. Oh, no, you can't get it to work. I'm sorry. That sucks. I truly hope you're able to figure out your problem. That's awful. I'm sorry that you can't get it to work. Genuinely, that's awful. I had no idea that there was still installation problems for some folks. Okay, there we go. Must be because it's 20 years old and doesn't work on Windows 10, am I right? No, not really. I'm on Windows 10 and this game is working absolutely fine for me without any sort of additional plugins or anything like that. The City of Heroes Homecoming launcher works absolutely flawlessly for me anyway. Yeah, so I don't know. Loads in infinite black or crashes to desk. Very odd. Okay. This is going to take a little bit of a setup, so let's go ahead and do that. There we go. You are using the newest HC launcher. That's so weird. That's very odd. I really wish I knew why that was happening to you, friend. I'm sorry. That really sucks. And you did wipe to be sure there weren't any tequila installed leftovers. Okay, so that does eliminate that variable. Let them fight. Where are you? I'm just kind of running around and killing enemies, honestly. I'm not particularly, like, paying attention to the objective, so I apologize for that. Gotta be careful with that shotgun. Like, having them blasted off of the ice patch is an active problem. And hey, thank you very much for trying to troubleshoot that other person's problem, Chimera Complex. That's very, very cool of you. Appreciate that. Alright. Yeah, I mean, again, this is on level basic difficulty, but honestly, I'm starting to appreciate this power set. This is pretty interesting. Ugh, this net. Why this net? I want to break free!
I want to break free.
How far am I into the late game build, IOs, incarnates, etc.? This is just a test character on the beta server, just kind of playing around with the Arsenal Assault set that's going to be coming out in the next issue. As far as any of like my primary characters or the characters that I'm playing on the regular server, or well, not the test server in this case, I haven't gotten that far. I have not touched any of the incarnate stuff or any of that other thing. So I'm generally kind of ignorant of that whole thing. I can't remember, but this was either the first or one of the first MMOs to use that Havoc physics engine. Auto Assault is another one. Yeah, I kind of remember Auto Assault. There was a few games that was using like the physics. I think this is actually like the NVIDIA physics engine. I don't know if this is Havoc. I'm pretty sure this is like the NVIDIA physics engine, like a first version of it, like where everybody is like all very floppy and like the limbs are kind of weird. But yeah, I do remember Havoc being like it's still used now, I think, or I don't know if it's still used or certainly to less of a degree than it was before, but I have seen like the Havoc engine nameplate in like some game startup cards. You know how they're like contractually obligated to use whatever tools and engines their nameplates and their games start up. I'm pretty sure I've seen Havoc a few times. In recent games, even. Physics is an option, but it's NVIDIA exclusive. I ran AMD, so it's running off of Havoc. Ah, okay, got it. Yeah, I kind of figured it was proprietary tech because, you know, nobody can play nice when it comes to GPUs. Auto sold City of Heroes, Tabula Rasa. I just don't understand NCSoft back then. I know, right? I actually... It's funny you bring up Tabula Rasa. I was thinking about that game, like, a couple of days ago, and, like, I didn't get very far, but I had a good time doing nothing more than, like, obviously I, like, did, like, the tutorial missions that led to, like, what I think was, like, the first base? Or the second base, I forget where, but I had a good time, like, when I got to that base, all I kind of really did for a lot of my playtime was, like, do, like, the pop-up base defense missions, like the wave survival missions that came up. Like, that's all I did. And I had a good time. Like, it was... I kind of like the soft targeting system that it had. So, like, for those who aren't familiar, like, it had, like, a mouse-look aiming, but, like, it wasn't, like, an FPS or anything like that. Like, ow. You would, like... I should probably be using my inspos. What the hell is wrong? But, like, you would, like, look over your target with the mouse, but then, like, after it passed over an enemy, like, it would lock the target like it's like a tab target in them. So, like, it kind of meshed the two, I think I remember. The cruder version of WildStar. Yeah, that's a pretty reasonable comparison. Yeah, that's fair. Or, like, a little bit like... Or a little bit like the, like PlanetSide, but MMOsy, as opposed, or less of an FPS, if that makes any sort of sense. I don't know, it's hard to compare it to anything else. It's... Actually, now I think about it, there was a... Gosh, what was that terrible MMO I played? And it was a very, very old one. Like, it was part of, like, a Choose My Adventure column. I forget what it was, but it was awful. And, like... That seemed pretty close to Tabula Rasa. NCSoft was actively trying to corner the market. They frequently bought IPs that were outperforming their in-house titles and then shut them down. I'm not sure. Maybe? Oops, that was the wrong weapon. But you know what? I'll take it. I'll take turning this character into a splittering mess as opposed to... I mean, they're still not attacking. That's the point. Rest in peace, Defiance. Really, though? I don't know. I didn't like it. But I appreciate that it had its fans. I tried it. I tried playing it, and, like... Actually, I tried doing the whole thing. Like, I watched, like, the first episode of the TV series and played the game, and neither collected my interest. And it's not to say that Sci-Fi Channel didn't have some good programs. I'm actually still upset that Warehouse 13 was shut down. I really enjoyed that series. That was a fun TV show. Combat was pretty good for such a janky way it was implemented. Yeah. Yeah, the combat did feel pretty janky. I wish Warehouse 13 so much. Me too, dude. Warehouse 13 was fun. Kind of like it reminded me of the era of like mid to late 90s television shows like Buffy the Vampire Slayer or Angel or Charmed. Like those kind of things where it was like a monster a day, or at least it had some overarching story, but like it had like little insular episodes, and just you were like enjoying the fun and the creepy and the silliness of the world, as opposed to like some sort of long overarching plot that took like multiple episodes or seasons to resolve. You know what I mean? I just want a new Stargate. Yeah, I hear that. I would love a new Stargate, dude. That needs to have the right writing team, but that could be said of any TV show, really. But you know. What was the other one they canceled? It was like everything fantasy was real and existed in a hollow earth. Starred what's her face from Stargate SG-1. Oh crap! What? Oh, what was that? Oh man, I don't remember, but I vaguely know what you're talking about. I feel like the only show that got close to that aesthetic that I'm referring to that actually finished its complete run was Once Upon a Time. But, like, I don't know. No other shows were able to survive, and no other quote-unquote silly shows were able to have survived that long, you know what I mean? Sanctuary, that's it! Yes, there you go, yes, thank you. Okay, yeah. Thank you, Lord LOC, that's it, yes, Sanctuary, that's it. Yeah, that's, oh man. I don't know that I watched an episode of that, but I remember the advertisements for it. Because actually, I believe, funnily enough, I believe it was being advertised a lot during episodes of Warehouse 13. So, you know, this is like one of those, hey, if you like this, then you should probably like this. They ruined Sanctuary so bad. Tapping out the show mapped out and Sci-Fi just destroyed it. Aww. That's unfortunate to hear. Whoa, I got a purple recipe? Dude, excuse me? The first time I've had a purple drop on my face. It's a damn shame it's happening to me on the test server. Neat. I didn't know that was a thing. I apologize, I'm not completing the objective. I'm just running around and killing. I'm sorry. I hope y'all don't mind. I should probably focus up, honestly, now to think on it. Let's see. Where is this idiot? I feel like I've been everywhere. Or at least nearly everywhere. I probably walked by him and didn't even notice because I was too busy shooting and talking and figuring out this class. It's that whole assumed ineptitude of a streamer because they can't pay attention. Yes, I know, I'm leaving the zone. Hush. I was playing Champions Online earlier. It still amazes me how similar and different those two games are, and how CO is still going while COE is just now making a comeback. I know, right? I don't dislike Champions Online. I still contend that the freeform archetype / power set thing is probably one of the coolest things going. Like, genuinely, I love the hell out of that system. It's just nothing else about the game really felt as tightly wired to me. And I'm saying that even as a ride or die City of Heroes fan too. Like, and that's easy to presume there's some bias, and maybe there is. Like, I do prefer the way this game feels. It's a lot. It just feels more better constructed. You know what I mean? It feels more tightly wound. Champions Online is a little too loosey. Doesn't feel quite as like well built. You know what I mean? CO is similar to COH because it's the same engine, just heavily modified. Some of the same guys too. You know, Jack Emmerts, for example, if I remember rightly. He left City of Heroes to create Champions. Also, doesn't help that CO is run by a money-sucking company that doesn't care about the games much anymore. Yeah, that's not an entirely wrong take. And I appreciate the hurt feelings in that regard for sure. I get it. But then again, it's still online, so sometimes you just gotta take those wins where you can, right? Would it be better if it was getting more like actual like substantial content? Of course it would. It'd be fantastic if it was, but at the same time, and doing more than just rerunning events over and over and over, right? But like at the same time, sometimes it's just nice to know that it's still online and able to be played. But then I say that, I also assumed the same as City of Heroes, and then NC Soft pulled the rug, so. Don't even get me started on Rift. I'm waiting for the shoe to drop on that one. You and everybody else, LOC, honestly. I'm sorry, literally my favorite MMO of all time next to EverQuest and Neverwinter Nights. Oh, the AOL Neverwinter. Damn, wow. Old hecking school, friend. Love that. Yeah, Rift is... Actually, I haven't played Rift in a while. Well, no, belay that. I had played Rift a few months ago for my column. And like the instant adventures thing is pretty neat. I didn't hate it. I like the idea of it. I just kind of wish that like there was a little more variety in that regard, you know what I mean? It didn't feel like there was a whole lot of variance. I feel like the same 3 missions running in a row. I'm almost 50, I'm old. I'm 42, so you know, hey. I'd give you a fist bump, but, you know, my arthritis. Rift is kind of dead, to be honest. Free-to-play side is 100% pay to win. Subscription side is practically empty. It was really weird that they were, like, celebrating. Oh, hey, I finished. There he is. Yay. Look at me. I was just running around killing and slaughtering enemies and ends up I completed the mission. Go figure. But yeah, but I mean, Rift is just such a weird bird of a game, honestly. I want to break free. Oh, and I didn't need to because my gun drone did all the work again. Yeah, it did it reran events. Yeah, it did like 3 events, and then it like had like those sales, or like it was like offering sales on subscriptions for its anniversary on Steam, which was kind of that was random. Like, it's very, very weird. I don't know. It's being run strangely. It's being run very, very strange. Alright, anyway. Thoughts about the Arsenal. Honestly, I kind of like it. It takes some setup, and I'm running this at level 50, right? So, like, a lot of the tools... Cryo Freeze Ray, for example. I don't know the Trank Dart. I'm glad that I took the Cryo Freeze Ray as my first power over Tranquilizer Dart. Because, like having a lockdown for an enemy is super, super valuable at early levels, so you can, like, focus your attention. And then, like, Liquid Nitrogen. That's such a good power. Like, any power that, like, knocks enemies up off of their feet constantly over and over and over and has them flopping around like dead fish or dying fish, it's wonderful. That's perfect. Cloaking Device I could really skip, honestly. I feel like that's probably just I still think it's maybe an oh no crap button. The other stuff is pretty good. Tricannon is a beast. My gosh, this thing is an absolute monster. What the hell? But then if you ever played like an assault rifle blaster or like, you know, a lot of these things are not gonna be very strange to you. But targeting drone is helpful. Yeah, the thing that's interesting to me is like the assault rifle I've always sort of mentally processed as a long-range blaster weapon. And like a lot of the setup is like the range for this isn't very far. It only goes out this far before you can't do it anymore, while the range on this is much longer. Like, So in any case, like engagement range is a lot closer than I expect for this power set. But then again, you create all sorts of havoc and just get to pick them off as you go, or let the gun drone do its thing, and it's kind of awesome. It's pretty cool. I like it. I like it. I don't know if I'll roll one. I think but I don't know. Maybe I will. I haven't. I don't think I've created like a controller. I've got a Dominator. I don't know. It's very interesting power set. Arsenal just seems like a reskinned assault rifle slash munitions epic. A little bit. It's like kind of like mashes assault rifle and gadgets together into its own little sauce, which is fine. Arsenal is attached to. So this character is a Dominator. So Dominators and controllers, I believe. I'm gonna have to double check actually now that I think about it. Hang on a second. How did I get to level 50? I am on the test server. I'm playing this class. This character is just built on the test server that's open for City of Heroes Homecoming. You can click down here, click on the freebies menu, and get all sorts of unlocks, including jumping straight to level 50. I mean, you have to train each power at a trainer one by one, but yeah, that's as simple as that. And I believe that the test server is going to be open for a few more days. I don't know that they've announced a close. I don't think they've announced a close date for this yet. Okay, let me check. Yeah, the Arsenal power sets. Yeah, Arsenal Control is for controllers and Dominators, and Arsenal Assault is for Dominators. So I'm rolling a Dominator, so the Arsenal Assault powers these Assault. This is for Dominator. I honestly, it's fine. It's a nice. They're nice additions, but I don't know that. But the Arsenal Control is pretty interesting. Anyway, yeah, it's a pretty cool power set. I dig it. I might run an Arsenal controller. Call it single Rs, as opposed to double Rs. So they've completely abandoned Sentinel at this point? I don't know about that. Sentinel is still... I actually have a really fun Sentinel. I've got a dual pistols super reflexes Sentinel that's been extremely fun. Right. Anyway, I think that is going to be it for this stream, but yeah, very intriguing power set. I kind of like it. And maybe I'll wait until this drops in order to run an Arsenal controller. Well, let's see. It's still weak. Yeah, the Sentinel is fun, but they're still pretty weak. But yeah, anyway, that is it for this stream that I'm hosting, but we have a lot more through the rest of the week like usual. Later on tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, Larry and MJ are together once again for another Star Wars The Old Republic stream. On Thursday, February 1st at 8 p.m. Eastern, MJ is live with her crew for another Dungeons & Dragons online stream. And then on Friday, February 2nd, 2 p.m. Eastern, I'm hoping, I'm going to call this provisional. It's on the schedule as I'm going to be seeing if I can check out the stress test of Nightingale at 2 p.m. Eastern. But that is dependent upon me actually being invited. If I'm not invited, then I've got something else in mind. But hopefully, 2 p.m. Eastern, Friday, February 2nd, I'll be checking out Nightingale. And then later that same night at 8 p.m. Eastern, MJ is back with another Adventure Quest 3D stream. So we hope you'll tune in for all of those. Thank you so much for tuning in today. And as always, thank you to everyone for all of the support you provide to Massively Overpowered, whether you're watching our streams live or on demand, reading what we have to write on the website, or if you're doing generous things like donating bits to the channel, subscribing to the channel, whitelisting the ads at the site, or if you're one of our amazing Patreon supporters. No matter what you do, top to bottom, you are the fuel that keeps Massively OP going. Hope to see you later tonight. Till then, have a great rest of your day. Bye!